Greetings, everybody. This is Jimmy Warren here with ArkanTalk, sponsored by the Arkansas Times. We have an amazing guest for you today, Mr. Roderick Talley. Mr. Talley, thank you so much for coming on.
No problem.
For the guests that don't know, tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm a barber, activist. I guess most people know me from the no-knock search warrants, starting that whole situation, and probably just being a thorn in the side of the state of Arkansas. So
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I wanted to discuss that on down the line, but let's get right into it. You're at the house, door is kicked in.
Yeah.
Walk us through it.
Sleep. I heard the loudest explosion I ever heard. Actually, it's taking the sound out of my ear. Can't hear out of my right ear. And I see guys coming in with guns and just all black, and it's just scary, man, because you don't know what's going on. You wake up out of your sleep and your door's on top of you and you see guns pointed at you. It's scary. Still probably the scariest moment of my life.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So from there until, and it took about a couple of months for just like the media and everybody to even begin to look at it.
Yeah.
And it didn't even start here in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So I think the media picked up on it, because I think the first time I saw it may have been like a Facebook, CNN, or some type of viral.
Yeah, I was Police to Police. They were the guys that first put an edit together and put the story out. And this was, say, August it happened. I think they picked it up later on in the year. Or no, it was next year, actually, around the summer of 18. And then I think Radley Balco got a hold of it, and then it hit national news and just kind of just took out from there. So.
Now, Balco, is he with the Post?
Washington Post, yes, sir.
Washington Post.
Washington Post, yeah.
So, from the date that it happened until then, what was going through your head?
I can't be the only one. You know, as I was going back watching my videos of them inside my house, I was like, these guys seem too comfortable for this to have been the first time that they've done this wrong to somebody. And so I started filing for a Freedom of Information Act request and getting the cases of every case from about 8, 9 officers, and just going back for the past 4 years and contacting family members or the next of kin of whoever, if they were incarcerated, and letting them know, like, hey, the police lied on your search warrant, and I got proof, because out of over 300 cases I had, they all were identical. It was either a change of drug or the change of address. So, so I tell them people, hey, plead not guilty. And as people went to court, I would try to help them file motions, and cases started getting dismissed. So that's when I knew that something ain't right.
So, and walk me through this, because nothing that you did was illegal. Your Freedom of Information Act, any regular citizen can do that. Telling people to look into something, making a post on social media, nothing illegal against that. But it seems like since then, it's almost put a target on you.
Yeah, it has. Had legislators actually pass a law that kind of keeps officers' names from being found through the way that I was accessing them through AOC, through Court Connect. You can no longer type in an officer's name that's undercover and pull their arrest up. So if people don't reach out to me personally and tell me that it happened to them, I won't know. So yeah, I mean, I have had a target, but it's I'm not afraid of that. You know, I said people around here, people on Earth, period, die for no reason. So, I mean, if I'm going to go out fighting, then I'd rather go out that way.
Yeah. And I've seen people even call you a modern-day abolitionist or the Malcolm X of Little Rock. Yeah. How do you feel about those titles?
I like that Malcolm X is one of my heroes, but I'm in no way in the same realm as him. I'm just doing what's right. I've had my freedom taken from me before, and I know I've met guys in there that didn't have somebody on the outside to fight for them, and not because they didn't love them, but just because they didn't know how to fight. So I was just taking it upon myself to be that voice, that advocate for them, and fight the right way. And I've realized when you fight the right way, the people that you once feared become those that are fearful of you. So
absolutely. Yeah. And I definitely don't want to diminish. I think that the titles are definitely fitting, but if not Malcolm X, Roderick Talley now. You also had a little incident with the Hope Police, and I know you may not be able to go into full detail.
I don't mind talking about anything, man.
That was for filming the police?
Yes, sir.
Completely legal again?
Legal, yes, sir.
What happened there?
I was filming the officer because I had seen him running this guy's plate at the light, and the young man didn't look no more older than 17, 18, and which kind of found out he was. And I followed them after they turned off, and I made a U-turn and came back, and I parked in front of him, got out, started recording, and I went across the street because I didn't want to be, in his area or him feel like I'm impeding what he had going on. And as he saw me up there, he let the guy go for driving on a suspended license and pulled behind me and started asking me for identification, which I was in the vehicle. And when I wouldn't identify myself, I was placed in handcuffs. And I eventually told him who I was, and he saw that my license was suspended. So he arrested me for having a suspended license. And the ride to the police station wasn't a nice one, but I mean, out of frustration, which I still apologize for a lot of things that I said. Just completely filming the officer, which was agitating to him. So.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
That makes sense. Moving away from all that, you recently launched a campaign to run for Charles Blakeo's seat, and you were unsuccessful. What's the next moves from there?
Just still fighting for the community. I'm still, doing things that I can help. Wrightsville, I'm helping the citizens there try to recall their elected officials because there's a lot of corruption going on down there. So, and that city has the potential to be such a great place, but if the people in leadership aren't helping that along, then they need to be removed. And so, working on that, and my lawsuit, actually filed a suit against Hope, Arkansas, and then having to refile here with the no-knocks here. So just whatever I could do and help them trying to get the school district back to Little Rock, whatever I could do to be in the community, man, I'm taking that fight on.
And I saw that you were law clerking?
Yeah, it was a volunteer position though, for Judge Gray that they had me doing. But I'm just kind of so stretched everywhere that I'm trying to do so much, man. I got back in school, so I'm taking online classes. So my plate is just full, man. It's just trying to stay active. Idle mind is the devil's workshop, so trying to make sure I don't leave any time for idling.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, aside from all the issues, aside from fighting for justice for all, what do you want people to know about Roderick Talley?
I care. If it's something you want to know about me, come to me. I don't have a problem hiding who I am. I tell people who I am, so you don't have to assume. A lady asked me, why you never got your records here because you've been arrested? And I was like, I want people to be able to see the things that I've done, and that on your own, you can fight for your freedom and come out clean on the other side. So I just want people to know that I'm just a person who cares. I haven't gotten paid for doing anything that I've done. I'm here sacrificing. I came back to Arkansas because I wanted to be there to fight for people. When you go in that courtroom, it's lonely in there, you know, but to look back and see somebody that got your best interest, it give you the strength to fight. So that's why I'm here.
Absolutely. See, you're a wealth of knowledge. What are you reading? What podcasts are you listening to?
I don't listen to any podcasts.
Okay.
I don't really have the time. I kind of put music in my ear, and I got law books people donated to me. I read through those, or I just get on Pacer, a government account, and read through old cases. I just study a lot because I get so many people calling me about cases and things I don't know. So I go looking. So next time I get asked, I'll know. So that's what I spend my time doing.
Absolutely. So you'll be starting classes, and that's at Jackson State,
yes,
correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Starting classes at Jackson State. What else is on the horizon for Roderick?
I don't know, man. Just the sky's the limit. I'm going to run again next year for state rep since the position is back up. So one of my ultimate goals, man, is to get through school, get into law school. I want to actually start my own public defender's office, and maybe in 2030, the position come back up, maybe run for prosecutor. And I know it's probably going to make some people mad, but I tell them now, any officer that was involved in the officer-involved shooting, I'm going to file for murder charges if I ever become prosecutor, since there's no statute of limitations. So
there you go.
I got a plan. It's just going to take a while to get there.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And I'll leave you with this question. Are you from Little Rock?
No, sir. No, sir.
Where are you from?
I was born in Jackson, Mississippi, grew up in Durant, moved to Memphis, moved to Georgia, Texas. I've lived everywhere, but my family is from Hope, Arkansas.
Okay.
And my aunt, who used to work for John Walker, the Walker Law Firm, when I was younger, that's how I know a lot about Little Rock. But I moved here in 2010, and I've just been here since.
So right now, there's a young Roderick Talley sitting in the kindergarten class in Jackson, Mississippi. What advice would you give to him?
Don't be afraid to fight, even if you got to fight alone. Stand up for what you believe in, because you don't know how much you may inspire that kid sitting beside you that's afraid to speak up. You may inspire him to speak up just by showing that you had a strength. So
absolutely,
stand up.
Absolutely, Mr. Talley, we greatly appreciate you coming here to ArkanTalk. Anytime you want to come and talk about any issues that are upcoming, or anytime you're ready to announce that you'll be running for a seat, you'll always have an open spot here.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Roderick Talley, you can see his social media links on the blog post below, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
All right.